I want to just create very simple coloured materials for the two outlines and the Lego text. So to do that, down the bottom left hand of the interface, there's this materials area. It's probably blank at the moment. What I want to do in this materials area is to create a new material, just a new plain material. When I do that, I get a little wee spherical swatch icon, and I'm going to double click that to edit it. One thing you'll notice is that its attributes do open up in the attributes window in the bottom right, but we get a few different things if we double click it. That will open up what's called our material editor. So the way that this works is that in 3D we have to make everything ourselves. We have to design absolutely everything. And when it comes to surfaces, when we want to create the look of a surface, whether it's wood or plastic or skin or metal, we have to think about what actually makes up a surface. The most simple way to describe a surface is what colour it is. And we can do that and set that very easily by selecting the colour and changing a value. Another way that you might describe a surface is it transparent or not? And you'll notice there's a transparency setting. You can also notice how bumpy a surface is. Is it smooth? Is it bumpy? Is it like tree bark? Or is it like skin with tiny little wee fingerprints? So there's lots of different ways that we can describe the look of a surface. For this example, we're just going to use the colour option here. So all I want to do in my colour is I'm going to create a white colour to start with. The default colour of any new material is this off-white. It's slightly greyish white. I'm just going to use these sliders here to change it to a full white. The default colour system is HSV. I'm not quite sure if you've used that. If you feel more comfortable mixing RGB values, you can change to RGB. There's a couple of other modes there, but these two are probably the most common ways of mixing colour. I'm just going to make just a standard white. Just underneath the swatch image that shows an example of this material, I'm going to rename it. The default is matte, which is short for material. I'm just going to just rename this white because it's white. Once I've done that, I'm going to drag and drop this material onto the extrude that is controlling the text. So I'm going to drag and drop it onto the extrude, and we should see in our interface that the 3D model changes colour, and now we can also see alongside the name of that extrude we've got this white material. So that's showing that that's listed there. It's affecting this particular object. So with the hierarchical way that Cinema4D works, and in this case we've got an extrude, inside that is a connect, inside that is our paths that make up the text. If you put a material on the top group or the top of a hierarchy, every object underneath this hierarchy will be given that material. So in this particular hierarchy we've got the extrude, we've got the connect, and we've got those path text curves. They will all be given this material. So that's an easy way to assign one material to a whole bunch of objects. If you stick them in a group and put that material on the group, everything in it gets that material.